The reason I'm calling is because I'm currently filming and making a video. Reb had a really good idea. I'd love to ask you, what's your first memory of meeting me? And what was your first impression?
Oh, God.
And then also, what's your favourite thing about me? I just threw that in there.
All right. Geez, I feel like we met at some City, I want to say, but I feel like we'd chatted before then.
Oh, yeah! I think I fangirled over you.
Yeah, I think I was, because we had a mutual friend. Well, we had a few mutual friends. I think we both knew Lucy and we knew a few other people. I was aware of your music and stuff, and then we chatted. And then I think the first time we like properly met was in City. Yeah, you seemed lovely. You were very excitable. You were very, God, I don't know. You were doing like cartwheels and stuff. And also, I think you were there with your mum and with Hedy, I want to say.
I distinctly remember you're wearing, I think, is it an Elmo t-shirt? It's got like a London like phone box on it or something.
Cookie Monster?
Yes.
Coming out of the phone
Yes.
box, I
Yes.
wanna say?
That's it.
There we go. And what was your thing?
What's your favourite thing about me?
Oh my God! I mean, that's Jesus. I don't know. You're brilliant. Like you're just a very empathetic, very talented human. I don't know. You're the best.
I may or may not put that in. I don't know how I feel about my friends praising me.
That was maybe like too sincere. Let me give a camera on. So you have good hair.
I do have good hair.
Yeah.
What's your favourite outfit of mine that I wear?
What's my favourite outfit of yours that you wear? I was quite a big fan of the recent lookbook. You had that like green suit with the beret. You look like flight attendant in a Wes Anderson film. Like
Oof! I really don't know what I'm doing, but alright. Okay, bye! I'm glad you're my friend. Bye. Bye.
Hiya.
Rabbit, it's time!
It's time. It's happening.
It's happening! You know what I'm gonna ask you, because this was your idea.
It's a great idea, isn't it?
It's such a good idea. I'm very grateful. Thank you.
What do you want to know? I'm a Libra. I've got nothing else. That's all I've got.
Hi, Rab. When did you meet me? And also, I've bunged in a few more questions. What was your first impression of me? And also, what's your favourite thing about me now?
Quite exciting. So, the first time we met, I'll set the scene. July 2015.
What? How the fuck do you remember the month? That's actually...
I've got a really weird memory.
Wow. Weird as
That
in...
is long-term
incredible.
memory is quite good, but I couldn't tell you what I did yesterday.
Yeah.
We were filming Blue Sushi
What a throwback.
in a flat in Angel. I knew of you. I'd seen a couple of your videos, and I was like, oh, she's cool. I think for some reason there wasn't much seating on this roof terrace where we were, so we were like squished up next to each other, and I was like, oh, I'm Red, by the way. And you went, I'm Jodie. And then I think the reason this is stuck in my head so much is because it's, now that I know you better, it's so unlike you.
Oh my god. The fuck did I say?
I went, I'm Red, and you went, I'm Jodie. And then you immediately put your hand on top of my hand that was resting on like my leg, and you looked me dead in the eyes, and you went, tell me what the back of your hand looks like.
What the fuck
And
is
I went,
wrong with me?
what? And you said, well, you know they say that people remember things like the back of their hand. Tell me what the back of your hand looks like. And I was so panicked that I just started reeling off whatever I could remember about my hand.
I mean, that's the right answer, surely.
It was the right answer, but and then you were just sort of like satisfied with that answer, and that was it really.
That is such manic pixie dream bullshit. Probably because I don't really make that effort with people I don't really care about. I probably thought you were really cool, so I was like, I think she's just as weird and as cool as I am, so I'm gonna make an extra effort to be like, here's my level, like get on it.
Yeah.
I do that with people.
I liked it.
I'm glad, clearly, here you are.
Yeah, here I am, all these years down the line.
All these years.
I could tell we were quite similar. We vibed.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we could be mates.
Aw.
And then do you remember we ate chicken nuggets on the floor of the O2? When everyone cleared out and we just ate chicken nuggets on the floor.
Oh, that sounds like a really nice memory. I wish I had it.
There's pictures somewhere, I'll have to find them. What do I think of you now?
Yeah.
I think you are very different to who you were when you were 20.
Damn right.
But as am I. Like, I don't recognise the person I was when I was 20.
What were you like when you were 20?
I don't know. I think delusional? No, I don't know.
Me?
Maybe I'm more bitter now. I I think I give less of a shit.
Ah, being more bitter is definitely a move.
I think your early 20s are probably more formative than like your teens. I think you change probably the most in your early 20s. What do I think of you now? I mean, I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
You're one of my pals. I think you've grown a lot. This is just going to turn into me being soppy now.
Oh, Sammy couldn't do it. He literally couldn't. Yeah. He was like, "You've got great hair."
You have got great hair. You improve constantly. You're always growing. We're always growing, aren't we?
As humans do.
I think you're less extroverted, maybe.
That's definitely true. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I can't remember where we were, but we were somewhere and you were like, we were in like a bar and you were like, I don't think I like this anymore. I'm going to go home. And then you just got in an Uber and went home.
That sounds definitely right, yeah.
Which is why the hand thing is so funny now.
Yeah. Weird. I'm like, I've
out there.
I've made my friends. I've got my bubble. Well,
and that's fine.
You made the cut.
Oh, thank God. Phew. Who else are you going to ring?
I don't know. I just called Sammy. I'll call Hazel, even though she was like, I'm not doing that. I'll do something else. Love you lots. Thank you.
Love you.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Hello?
What's up? I'm currently filming a video and I'm asking my friends how they met me, like what's their first memory of knowing me and your first impression of me.
Oh, that's a sweet video. Am I being recorded?
Yeah.
Yeah, just checking.
Why? What would you say?
We met at the YouTube space in November 2012.
I don't understand how everyone is remembering the specific months
because
and
Dodie,
years.
you're such a unique and special person that your interaction with people and their first impression is always stand out. Yeah, and you were such a bitch. You were standing with this guy I can only describe as having the most cunt-like face I can think of at the moment. If there wasn't a law in place, but that aside, I don't know, you seemed really cute and nice. And you were like, hello, my name is Dodie Clark. And then you had a very, posh-ass accent. In my opinion, as an American, who had no idea what accents were. Mm-hmm. And then the first actual, hangout sesh we had, I think we went to the Grand Canyon before we did Bath, actually.
I remember the specific moment in which we became closer, which was I was looking to travel to LA for the first time and to VidCon. But I was 19 and tiny and nervous, and I was like, Evan will look after me, and I didn't really know you that well, but I called you and I was like, do you want to travel together? And you were like, I don't really travel with anyone.
I was like, I don't know, I don't want you to cramp my style.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, I had all these things I wanted to, do, and I had all these friends from America that I wanted to see, and I was kind of like, oh, but if I'm with someone, then I need to make sure they're okay, and therefore I wouldn't be like, hey, I'm hanging out with all these other people you don't know, and I was like, I don't want you to cramp me.
Yeah, you were like, I don't really want to tag around with someone. I think I was just like, please. And you were like, all right.
Yeah, that, and I think you were like, oh, I'd be down for some type of road trip, and I went, oh, okay, cool, that'll be fun.
Yeah, that was when I was just
and it was fun.
Down for anything and everything. I was like, let's go.
Yes, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, that. I'm filming in 4K, by the way. I bought an SD card.
Oh, hell yeah.
It doesn't really make much of a difference because I'm against a fucking blank wall, but it might look nice.
I think it makes a difference in the detail in your face. And when you upload it in 4K on YouTube, it samples down to 1080, so it looks even better.
Ooh. Okay, bye.
We'll have a lovely video. Bye.
Bye.
Like and subscribe.
Hello.
Hello.
I was just texting to say that just had a meeting with your US team. They are all women.
Yay! We love women.
Women.
Currently filming, and I would love to ask you the first time that we met, or your first memory of me, and what your first impression of me was.
First we met was outside the Nordic Bakery, Golden
Yes,
Square.
it was.
When we sat down, my concerns were that I just yammered at you for ages, and I was just like, ba 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 ba, music, ba 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 ba. Your music, ba ba ba. You were just so sweet and accepting and nice, and also just knew exactly what you wanted as well. Sometimes when you meet people for the first time, it's kind of like that vibe of not really knowing whether or not to be your true self. I felt like I was and you were.
I remember because we had cinnamon and tea, the cinnamon cakes, and they were so good.
Yeah, massive as well. That's so big.
That's a good hack. If you want to impress someone at a meeting, like, give them a fond memory, like, of good food.
Okay, so enjoy the rest of your video.
Ta! Bye!
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Dorothy.
Daniel, I would like to ask you...
I have never been a member of the Nazi Party.
what your first memory of meeting me was, and what your first impression of me was.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes?
So you can remember when it was?
Yeah, Creator Studio.
That's exactly what it was. The old YouTube space. The old YouTube space.
The old
It
YouTube
looked
space.
Like I'm a prospector in like 2012, and we were at the Creator Academy, and the old YouTube space in Tom Court Road basically did this thing where they got a bunch of creators down and were like, we'll help you get to the next level. And it worked for you, and the rest of us are still, whatever, but that's fine.
I met so many people there, by the way. I'm just telling them.
We met.
I met
Hannah Whitton,
Whitton,
Mike
Mike and
and Jacob,
Jacob.
Victoria Sponge, Denise Milio was there.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember when Vsauce did a talk? And everyone...
Vsauce gave us a talk, yeah.
That was wild.
We put on a little skit because Tom Scar was getting his million...
Yeah! Yes.
And we did sketches of his old sketches.
Yes.
Basically, on the first day, so the night before, I had watched everyone's videos just to scope out who they were.
Yeah, I remember watching
and
yours.
I saw the video of you singing, I want to say, Somewhere Over the Rainbow with Hedy. Oh, okay. She's a ukulele person. And then I walked in. I walked into the studio, and like everyone's who's already there is sat in a circle, and there you are, and you've got like a flower crown, low T, Dodie outfit, and you're holding a ukulele, and I went, oh, for fuck's sake. And then we got to know each other over the course of that week, and look at us now.
Look at us now.
So that was my first impression. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Brilliant. Yeah, I was really a walking stereotype, huh?
Yeah. Do you remember also later on in the conversation, like we did a big group circle talk about how any fears or like insecurities or opportunities or whatever, and like I had auditioned for like X Factor and Britain's Got Talent maybe like 6 times, and you were like, hey, they called me, and I was like, I just don't think this is, I don't want this. And I remember like sat there going, fuck you.
You were seething, yeah.
The cat is in the room with me. She says bye too.
Bye, Kiki.
See you later.
Bye.
Hello?
Hello. I'm filming, and I'm doing that thing that you said that you weren't going to do.
Yes.
So what are you going to do instead?
You were gonna ask me about the time we met, but I'm sick to the teeth of that fucking story. So I'm gonna just tell a different story about you. I could tell them about the time that you tried to cook fish fingers in the toaster. It didn't really work. They just crumbled and melted into the toaster, and then she had to like leave for a shoot or something, and I came into the kitchen and there was just a smell of burning fish. I mean, we could elaborate on that time you told the internet kind of casually that you and I were gonna have a child together.
I know, my fucking 4K camera is rolling, and everyone's just like trying to think of shit.
I love that you're filming this absolute trash in 4K now.
I know.
I'm asking the Truman a story I could tell her my opinion on something that will be interesting for people to hear, and a bit maybe controversial, but not so much that it can't go in video.
Your stance on religion?
My stance on religion.
This is meant to be about me, not you.
Not for pineapple on a pizza. I don't have anything against anyone who does want to have pineapple on their pizza.
I love pineapple on pizza.
Do you?
Sweet and salty, baby.
I
Next
didn't
time
know
we
you
get
were one of
pizza, I'm gonna get Hawaiian.
You're gonna get what?
A Hawaiian. It's called a Hawaiian pizza.
You're a hard on.
I'm gonna go because I've been recording for 45 minutes.
Oh, that'll be a lovely edit. You'll love that.
Can't wait. We've called 3 times today, and each phone conversation has been so long.
Love you lots. And hello to everybody at home. I hope you're all taking very good care of yourselves.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I have no idea how I'm gonna edit that. We'll find out. Bye.